Hey guys, how's it going? Jose here. So I'm here at Metra. They make cables and they're coming out with a new cable, 4K HDR cable. This is called the Fiber, great for gaming, latest technology, and it's capable of going up to 24 gigabits per second, 4K HDR, EARC, and HDMI 2.1. So here's one of the representatives. He is one of the technicians over here. So you guys have this brand new cables coming out, great for gaming, HDR. And what can you tell me about this cable?
Well, the thing about it is, it's really not a new cable. What has changed is how we test cables.
Okay.
The biggest change in the last year is the fact that under 2.1 versus 2.0, 1.4, and all the previous versions of it, is there are now 4 high-speed channels that will be used within the cable.
Okay.
There are 4 channels always included in HDMI, D0, 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
But in the beginning and up until now, HDMI as an organization has only tested D0, D1, and D2 for bandwidth.
Bandwidth, okay.
Now under 2.1 rules, they'll test all 4 channels. As a manufacturer, we have always built that way.
Yeah.
Partly because when I read the specifications, it said 4 high-speed channels, gave me the specs for the D0, 1, and 2, and I just built all 4 that way. We didn't really need that for years because the 4th channel, which is clock, was only 1/10 the bandwidth.
Okay.
However, with the change to 2.1, that changes completely. Now it needs to be equal bandwidth to the first 3 channels.
Okay.
In our case, we didn't have to redesign anything. All we did was resubmit for testing to make sure that 4th channel was in fact the correct bandwidth.
Yes.
Once that was done, we're finished.
That's it.
So we are ready to go right now with the changes in HDMI with our existing product, and with this existing product we already support EARC, which will be very important in the next year.
Yeah, for audio. Yeah.
So you can take the Dolby Atmos from the TV's apps back to your AVR. We support a full 24 gigabits per channel, which is actually 4 channels at 6 gigs. Excuse me, 24 total, 4x6, not 24 per channel. So at 4x6, that gives you, right now it's red, green, blue, and clock is how it breaks down. D0, 1, 2, and 3. The future, it's red, green, blue clock, red, green, blue clock, red, green, blue clock, red, green, blue clock. This way the system can better balance. If the cables are not capable of it, they'll back the resolution down because they'll know that 4th channel won't do it.
Okay.
So they're not having to drop out a specific red or green or blue because all the channels carry red, green, and blue.
Yeah. What about this, last year Belkin came out with this high-speed cable and HDMI.
Yeah, it's an interesting statement. I'm not Belkin. I don't know how they arrived at their numbers.
Yeah.
I can't say because there's not a CTS for testing that.
Okay.
What there is a CTS for testing HDMI 2.0, which is how you get to 6 gigs per channel.
6 gigs.
Now the thing about that is, the way HDMI tests the cable is if the cable makes it to 10 gigabits, relatively flat, they assume there's going to be 25 dB of loss between 10 and 18 gigabit.
Okay.
So built into every 4K panel is a 25 dB equalizer. Now, if you can go further than 10 gig, you're way better off because you're not going to be as far down in the dirt and the TV's not going to have to work as hard.
Yeah.
How anybody goes beyond a 24 gig number, I refer to it as rental car math. Let's see. $2 a day by 5 days is $262.37. What? It doesn't make any sense to me.
It doesn't
because there's not a way to test it.
Yeah.
But anybody can claim anything because there's not a way to test it. DPL is a third-party testing company. They're not looking at the safety. Does it pass fire code rating? Does it pass stiffness rating? That's not their goal. The question is, what bandwidth will that cable certify? What will it do?
Yes.
That is more important to me than anything else. The HDMI test is not near as in depth as the DPL testing.
Oh, okay, I see.
So I know when I sell a cable that's DPL certified, there's a very high probability it's going to work correctly.
Yes. And are these cables already available? Already in the
Everything
market?
you see here is fully available right now, including our detachable head shelf fiber, which is great for pulling through walls and ceiling.
Oh,
okay. It makes for a much smaller pull.
Yes. Oh, okay. I see. And
this comes off, so you will have a small head that you have to pull through conduit or through the ceiling.
Yes.
And there's a protection piece that comes with it.
And this is for 30 up to 260
32,
feet?
260 feet.
Wow. And these are good for 3
These
to
go
15?
from 3 to 15. Now this is a cloth jacketed cable, so you cannot put it in the wall.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't have the fire rating.
Oh, okay, I see. And this other here
and this is
25.
the Velox fiber, which goes to 330 feet.
Wow.
Now you'll notice on this cable, in this cable there's a USB port.
Oh yeah, I see it.
We encourage you to power the cables. You might not have to, but here's the reason why. TVs are responsible for powering the cable and the output of the source, or the AVR, the switch, or the matrix. The more current the TV doesn't have to provide, the better off the system is, because the TV power supplies are as small as they can get away with and pass certification.
Oh, okay, I see. Oh, wow.
So by the time you add a cable into it, and particularly DirecTV, for example, which pulls a little bit more current, if you are pulling too much current, it will show an HDCP failure.
Oh, okay, I see. I get that sometimes.
And you will. And that's not an HDCP failure, it's a current. It's a lack of current.
Oh, okay. Wow, that explains a lot.
Now, with copper, you go with fatter gauge cable.
Yeah.
Shorter, fatter. With fiber, obviously you can't go shorter, fatter. So we recommend that you do power the units, and it can be powered at either end.
Yeah.
On this one and both ends on that one.
Okay.
And you won't run into those issues.
Yeah. That is a lot of information, guys. All right, guys. So this is Metra. You can find all the products on Amazon, Fry's Electronics. You can also go to their website, find more information and where to buy any of these kits. I like these kits. This includes an HDMI cable, USB Type-C, micro USB, screen cleaning kit, power kit, surge protector. You can also find all this separately if you want to. Cleaning kits. Oh, they also have repeater system. Okay. They have all kinds of products, guys, for your audio and video. Very interesting. Make sure to check him out online.
That's awesome.
Man, I wish I can take one for testing. Helios Lightspeed Fiber. There you go. I think this is their new cable. Alright guys, I'm Jolster reporting from CES 2019. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for stopping by. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Jolster out.